Ladies and gentlemen, the question we're gonna ask today is turbo or no turbo? Ferrari F50 or Ferrari F40? Smooth power delivery or chaotic hell? What do you prefer? This might not seem very different from a non-car fan or from a Forza Horizon player, but from a driving perspective, they're insanely different. Okay, power delivery, weight distribution, sound, and many more. So let's dive into it and look what we've got today. Whoa! Okay. So we have a mod with Ferrari F40. Look, it is really beautiful. Also, you probably noticed in the last couple of videos I have a little trick to make this game look way more beautiful. You just change the position of the sun, and I mean, look at this, and then look at this. If it is noon, the graphics are just kinda, I don't know, they have no taste. But if you do this, oh, things change a little bit. I didn't drive the car yet, so this is gonna be very, very interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna drive the Ferrari F40 a little bit. I'm gonna present it to you. Yeah, so the outside, everybody knows it. It looks really good for this mod as well. Actually, it might be a good idea if I would... Oh, this is sexy. This is sexy boy. As far as I see, it's not missing anything. The mod is just perfect. It's really, really beautiful. Can I open the lights? How do I do that? No. Oh, snap! No fucking way! It has the headlights as well. I didn't know that. And then, more impressive, you have this interior. The interior looks very good as well. This is not often the case with mods. And you also have there the speedometer, the tachometer, the rev thing. Unfortunately, as far as I saw until now, it doesn't show the boost or the temperatures. All of these are not correct, unfortunately, but anyway, the interior looks real a motherfucking good. So let's begin driving it a little bit and see how it actually drives, because that's actually the most important thing about the car, how it drives. The transmission, you see that it's first here, second there, third there. Yeah, it's a bit weird. Sometimes you might want to switch from first to rear. I don't know, probably Ferrari made that to make these cars even more rare than they are. Okay, release the clutch slowly. Come on. What did I just do? It's not working. Oh, the parking brake is on. Okay. This is so cool. I would like to talk a little bit about the powertrain. So, not a lot of people are aware of this, but this car has a V8. A pretty small engine. It is not an insane 5 or 4 liter V8. It's just 2.8 or 2.9. But it has a turbo. And it's very interesting because it makes the car really light. Really good around corners. And it's pretty much a street legal track car. And it should be one of the most fun cars to drive in the history of cars. So let's have a little bit of fun, I guess. Okay, I'll accelerate like pretty slowly. See what the car does. Get a feeling of it. I'm barely pressing the... Oh shit, you cannot do that in a Ferrari fucking F40, bro. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, the car is very interesting. Now let's do like a serious pull from first gear, I guess. Okay, floor it all the way. The car has around 500 horsepower. It's not insanely powerful, but it's a lot of power for a car for I think it's from the late 80s, early 90s, something like that. But it's pretty fun to drive. I would not say, until now, I wouldn't say this is the most fun I had in a car in BeamNG Drive, at least. You really feel that the car is really light, because it doesn't have a lot of power, but it accelerates a lot. And not a lot happens at low RPM, like 2000, 3000 RPM, but a lot more happens after that. Damn. I probably should drive it on the Italian map, since this is an Italian car, an Italian supercar, a Ferrari. Floor it. All the way. All the way. Yeah, the RPM limiter is at 7000 as well. That's how it comes in real life too. And it picks up really good speed, even over 250, although it has probably less than 500 horsepower, which is impressive, really impressive. Yeah, it is fast. Okay. Feels like a track car, because if you just brake a little bit while you corner, well, if you brake a little bit too much, the rear end will just spin. That's usually pretty good for track cars, because you can have more rotation during the corner. But it might be not very enjoyable for not a very experienced driver. Not for me though, it's very fun for me. Cornering, let's see. About cornering. Let's experiment a little bit. It's pretty difficult to drive. It spins, it locks the tires, it slides, you don't have any assists. It's a pretty rough car to drive, and it takes a lot of skill to get it just on point. But it's enjoyable. It's a very nice car, it looks extremely good, and it's nice to drive. Okay, but it is now time to drive the F50. Now, if you ask me, the F40 is more beautiful, but this one is really nice. It's really interesting as well. It's a Ferrari FXX, but it has a similar powertrain to F50, because nobody fucking made a mod with the F50, that's why. Oh snap, this is something else. It's a way bigger engine, but it's naturally aspirated. And the interior, I think, is not as nicely done as the previous one. So this one has a automatic transmission, and you can change pedals, the steering wheel pedals. Okay, let's hear that engine roar. Now, when you press the pedal on this one at around 2,000-3,000 RPM, a lot happens. Like, look. Now you notice the difference between a naturally aspirated big engine and a smaller engine? That's the difference. Good. Now let's drive a little bit. The engine is... Jesus, it's so loud. It sounds really good though. Okay, I think the car has a little bit more power than what it is supposed to have. But let's see. Or I don't know, maybe the FXX had that much power? I don't know. But it's insane. It's a little bit insane. Jesus. Jesus, that's crazy. Only 6 gears? What? There's no way it has just 6 gears. Come on. It has only 6 gears. I think it should have 7 or at least longer gears, because there's no way the top speed on this one is 230. It's absolute insanity. I'm not sure what is the top speed. It doesn't really go extremely fast. But again, it's a V12. I think it's a something like 5 point something or 6 liter V12, so it's an incredible engine. Let's go. Let's see what's the top speed on this one. And the handling is exceptionally good, like I don't have to brake through long corners. Let's see the next one, if I'm gonna have to brake in the next one. But I don't think so. The car is absolutely like on the rails. Look, yeah. Well, it doesn't have a lot of speed as well. Okay, there's one thing I'd like to try. And what I'd like to try is put something familiar with a F40 and then something, yeah, compare basically the two powertrains of the F40 and F50. 0.28 V8. The F40 has a spoiler. Yeah, something like this I think is fair. And let's see how it is, how this is. Look at the boost gauge in the middle. Now I'll have to figure out how much power this thing has, and I'll have to tune the turbo. Yeah, I think it has around 500 horsepower. Okay, this one has a little more. But that's fair, I don't think that's too much. Okay, now actually this car handles pretty nice compared to the mods we had. Now it's a pretty small engine, right? So it's a 3.2 liter V8. Now, just in theory, at lower RPM, we shouldn't have a lot of power. Okay, I'm flooring it. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, this is way better. Okay, I think we're getting about 600 horses out of this engine. That's nice. How would I launch this car? Oh yeah. That was nice. Yeah, what can I say? Also, the sound of this engine is not that great, but the car drives really smooth. And the gauges are so beautiful in there. Now this car actually turns way better than the mods, yeah. It's it's a bit sharper, I think, although it can be way more sharper than it is right now. Probably should activate traffic as well. What you doing, boy? Get the hell out of my face. Oh god. Now you wouldn't do that in a F40, because that car has the price of a mansion. Come on, guys. I wanted traffic, but this is way too slow now. Okay, that's... yeah, this thing corners so good. And the back doesn't want to spin that much. This is just so nicer to drive. The beauty of a turbocharged supercar is that you have a really light engine that can deliver a lot of power. So the car is just way smoother through the corners, it's sharp, it's nice to drive. Slow, 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 and then it just goes. Look at that power graph, it's like the stock market. Okay, now it's time for naturally aspirated huge V12. Okay, so we can get a 6.5 liter V12. Sounds like a plan to me. Now this is a real Ferrari. I don't know, to me, when I hear Ferrari, I hear V12. Oh god. Just imagine driving this. Just imagine driving a V12. Look at the torques. You have so much torque. It's crazy. Wow. Okay, it wants to spin so bad. First gear in V12, that's insane. That's an insane amount of torque. And this car has about, I think about 550 horsepower. Yeah, I think this is just better to drive. V12 all the way. There's something about going to 9,000 RPM. I don't know what it is, but there is something about it. And also, this being a supercar that has the engine placed in the middle, you don't sacrifice handling. If you put a V12 in a sedan, you put all the weight in front, and you have no front grip. But in a supercar, that's something else. It's so nice to drive. Wow. I mean, you would expect something like an F40, because of its reputation, would be more fun to drive. But I have a inclination to think there's something about V12s that make them way more fun, especially in supercars. And it really surprises me that the F40 gained so much good reputation. Because to me, a Ferrari without a V12, that's not a Ferrari. I'm sorry to tell you. I mean, you don't even have to change gears that much. You have the power delivery all the way from about 4,000 to 9,000 RPM. You can just drive in second gear. And then you want your car to be very silent. Just do this. Very nice. Very beautiful. Imagine, man, just you and the car. God damn. It drift though? Kinda, yeah. If you'd have a decent driver, you'd definitely drift, but probably not with me. Okay, now a really good question is gonna be, what happens if you put a turbo on this V12? It still remains very, very torquey. The turbo doesn't steal that torquiness of the V12. I mean, it's not surprising to me. Okay, this is a monster of an engine. Over 1000 horsepower probably. I couldn't floor it. It doesn't have the grip. Jesus. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I'm barely touching the pedal, the gas pedal. Okay, let's go. $1,500 horsepower. Okay, that's insane. Oh, the engine went bang bang. Yeah, that's a lot of speed. 350. And it was going like nothing. Okay, that's getting crazy. At least in BeamNG Drive, the supercars are not really the most enjoyable cars to drive. There's other cars more enjoyable, like a muscle car, or like a JDM car, or this muscle car. Yeah, I would say definitely if you're driving a supercar, it has to be a V12. I'd be really curious to drive in real life the F40. That's impossible, of course, but I'm really curious why so many people give it so much credit. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you.